Vaginal intercourse?
No.
Sex?
No.
Oral sex?
No.
What other kind of sex is there, Marcus?
Well, this guy sort of...
A hand job. Get out of here,
but
Marcus.
I know, but I'd really feel a lot better.
Fine.
Hey, this is Frankie Joaquin Reyes, and here's my review of Patrik-Ian Polk's intergenerational film, Punks.
Though you make me holler, though you make me sweat, I can't get your tenderness. Still I can't get you off my mind. What is it about you, baby?
I dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not a stayer. That's a dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
So girl, I try to understand that a man is just a man. That's a dirty love.
The early 2000s were a time of cultural transition, with increased visibility of gay individuals in the media. Widespread acceptance was far from achieved, though, especially when it came to black and gay men on film. For decades, queer characters were relegated to roles that reinforced harmful tropes and stereotypes, often served as comedic relief. Black queer representation faced even greater challenges, as the intersections of race and sexuality were rarely explored in mainstream media. Gay representation has historically been limited, but Patrik-Ian Polk saw this and provided a rare, unfiltered glimpse into the life of black gay men, challenging societal norms and pushing back against exhausted narratives of black masculinity through his film, Punks.
I see it didn't take long for you to get back into the swing of things, slut.
Oh, it was like riding a bicycle.
Like riding something.
It was okay, it wasn't great.
Did you...
I didn't. He did. Guess I'm not terribly prurient at my old age.
Well, was he a good kisser at least?
She better got my last kiss.
But how can you have sex without kissing? That's like the best part. That moment when your lips meet for the first time.
You are a helpless romantic. This was just fooling around. Hot and sweaty maybe, but romantic, no. Hope you wise up one day.
And I hope you wash them sheets.
Not yet. I like to marinate in it. Ew. Come! Marinate with me!
No!
Marinate with me!
Punks, not to be confused with Punks from 2003, follows the life of a close friend group of black gay friends navigating relationships, career aspirations, and personal growth in Los Angeles. At the story's heart is Marcus, a romantic who longs for true love and wrestles with his feelings for his straight best friend Darby. Through its vibrant characters and authentic storytelling, Punks celebrates the beauty and challenges of black queer life. Before Punks, few films had portrayed the experience of black gay men with honesty and nuance, making it a standout film in the landscape of queer cinema. YouTube channel Vibration Cinema said it best. Without the waves that Punk made, there's no Moonlight, there's no Pose, there's no Drag Race, there's no Legend, there's nothing. Paul consistently had his hand in shaping the culture and pushing black LGBT people to the mainstream, most recently with his work on P-Valley.
As I was working at MTV developing movies like Beavis and Butthead and Election, and a filmmaker that I met at the time had a very fast affinity towards him, and we became friends, and he became a bit of a mentor, older brother type, you know, because he was this sort of very fabulous, flamboyant, black, British, openly gay and loud about it, you know, amazing artist. And so he said something to me. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what to write next. He said very simply, write the story that only you can tell. And that kind of solidified it for me. You know, it was like, okay, I think Waiting to Exhale had happened and was a big hit. I thought, I want to see a movie like that about gay people.
Patrik-Ian Polk is a trailblazing filmmaker and producer whose work has left an unforgettable mark on Black and gay storytelling. Polk drew from his personal experiences to craft a narrative that resonated deeply with underrepresented audiences. In an interview with The Advocate, Polk says, "There had been a surge of those gay independent movies like Lie Down with Dogs. It was all white gay men and no people of color or one marginalized person of color. I had seen the latest one of those and I thought someone should tell the other side of the story. I'll write a script." So over Christmas break from MTV in 1996, I wrote the script in like 8 days. Despite setbacks, the film was later produced by R&B songster Babyface, leading to the movie reaching theaters in the 2000s. Polk later works included popular series Noah's Ark, continue to explore themes of identity, friendship, and resilience within the Black gay community. Though in outline it's basically the same I need a man gay date movie we've seen a lot lately, Punks differs in one crucial respect. It's the first such film by and for African gay men, says Dennis Harving on Variety. He adds, "That breakthrough alone should cause considerable cues in urban markets, but first-time Helmer Patrik-Ian Polk's feature is slick and high-spirited enough to win over gay men of all colors." While Punks did not receive widespread commercial success, its cultural significance cannot be overstated. The film found critical acclaim on the festival circuit, winning awards and earning praise for its honest portrayal of Black queer life. It also paved the way for greater visibility and representation of gay stories in film and television.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, do you remember the inside album jacket to 1999?
That photo with Prince laying in the bed, ass up, buck naked.
I hadn't even hit puberty yet, but I was absolutely obsessed with that photo. I think that's when I first realized I was gay.
I knew I was gay when my entire family went to go see the Harlem Globetrotters perform. Honey, I stayed home all by myself because it was Wednesday nights. And Wednesday nights when Wonder Woman came on. And honey, I was dying to be Linda Carter.
Linda Carter? Ain't that woman who hawks contact lenses on cable TV?
Oh, the ignorance of youth.
Hill, when'd you first know you were gay?
Wait a minute now. Y'all gay.
I'm a woman.
You mean to tell me all this time I've been hanging out with a bunch of punks?
Okay. The camera's ready. Now let's raise a toast to Hill on his 30th birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, whore! Bitch.
Fortunately, this film passes the WBM test with flying colors, as the main ensemble prominently features not only one, not two, but 3 Black gay characters. And guess what? They have dimension and chemistry. You love to see it. The ensemble cast of Punks includes Seth Gilliam as Marcus, along with his 3 best friends, Dante, Hill, and Chris, played by Renoli Santiago, Dwight Yoel, and Jasmine, respectively. Each one of their characters provide an authentic look inside queer life in the 2000s. They hit the club, have a couple drinks, talk about guys, and above all, look out for each other. Rockman DeBar plays the charming but conflicted Darby, who moves right next to Marcus's apartment early in the film. Marcus, the film's hopeful protagonist, is a romantic at heart, always searching for true love. As a talented fashion photographer, he is thoughtful, introspective, and sometimes a little naive. Remember that sex clinic scene from earlier?
Fine.
Marcus is the emotional core of the group, often caught between his longing for a fairy tale romance and the realities of dating as a Black gay man.
And talk to him, so go over there and get him.
Just wait. Are you sure he's even watching me? I mean, what is he doing now?
Okay, well now he's talking to some other cute guy who just complimented him on his shirt. And now he's asked him to dance, so I guess it's too late.
Snooze, you lose, baby.
His journey in the film is one of self-discovery, learning to put himself first and recognize his worth. Polk explores that with Darby. Though Darby identifies as straight, his relationship with Marcus leads to a moment of emotional tension and self-reflection. Marcus learns to stay true to himself after a close call when he pretends to be someone he's not. In a familiar pool scene, Darby confesses how Marcus's true personality is what makes him stand out amongst his friends.
Marcus,
The guy who walked out in his roommate's sexy clothes, that's not you. That's a made-up you. That's not what I want. I want the guy who's so sweet and comes over and help his new neighbor unpack. I want the guy who takes pictures of people just because they're intriguing. I want that incorrigible romantic who counts Mahogany as his favorite movie. I want you. What? You.
Where are you going?
I'm going out with my new boyfriend.
But I rented movies. What boyfriend?
John from Norway. I met him today during my workout at the gym, and then we went back to his place for a workout of a different kind. And, oh, come on now, don't look at me like that. We were safe.
Do you really think that drowning your sorrows in anonymous sex is the answer?
Gotta go.
Hill presents himself as the effortlessly cool and confident member of the group, using sharp wit and sarcasm to deflect deeper emotions. Beneath his carefree attitude lies a vulnerability he rarely shows, fearing rejection and emotional exposure. His humor and nonchalance serve as a shield, but moments throughout the film reveal his longing for intimacy and connection, proving that his confidence is, in part, a carefully constructed facade. Fortunately, though, he does find a happy ending.
What's wrong with y'all?
Miss Crystal, you know damn well what's wrong with us, so don't try to play the nut role.
What the hell was that? You jumping up in front of us like that? Just to stop.
With the big bright spotlight on your mug, and that's damn to hell in the dark.
Ladies, how many times must we go through this?
As many times as it takes for you to change your funky ass attitude. You think you all that, and we have had enough. So,
Ladies, please. In every group, there's always one member who stands out, right? The Supremes had Diana, the Jackson 5s had Michael, and the Sixes got me.
Diva. Chris is the strong-willed, no-nonsense backbone of the group. Fiercely independent and protective, she never hesitates to call out the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. While she has a tough exterior, Chris deeply loves and supports her friends, always making sure they stay grounded. She has a commanding presence with a sharp sense of style that reflects her confidence. Chris is also deeply involved in the drag scene as a performer, donning beautiful and intricate costumes at her performances. Oh, and special shout out to costume designer Linda Stokes, who did the costumes for the drag performances. She absolutely killed it.
Anybody home?
We're having a meeting in the ladies' room.
Hey, punks.
Where were you yesterday?
Yesterday?
Don't play dumb, Effie. You know you were supposed to help them move Hill out of that house.
I told you. Jill Burr should have been the one moving. See me moving out of my fat-ass house for that French. I don't think so.
And I told you that I cannot afford to pay the rent by myself.
And don't change the subject. Where were you?
I overslept.
Overslept? Bitch, how come you set your alarm clock?
I don't wake up by alarm clock. I don't believe in that.
Dante is a laid-back, sarcastic, and effortlessly cool member of the group. With a sharp tongue and a biting sense of humor, he often provides comedic relief. But beneath his wits lies a deep sense of loyalty. Dante is someone who doesn't take life too seriously, yet he still experiences moments of introspection and personal growth. While not as emotionally open as Marcus, Dante values his friendships deeply and serves as a grounding force within the group.
Anything else you're allergic to that I should know about? Tums, Velveeta, Spam?
Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Hilton, sweetheart, you're alive.
I told you there can only be one visitor at a time unless you are the immediate family.
And I told you, we are family. We are his sisters.
Ain't that about a bitch? A bunch of punks.
There are numerous of moments in this film where they stick out for each other. You have to keep in mind that this kind of subject was not explored often in the media, especially for gay men of color. Punks paved the way for greater visibility and representation of gay stories in film and television, being one of the first films to showcase authentic queer experiences, showed the world how loving and intimate the lives of black gay men can be. None of these characters are perfect, and Polk explores their struggle and uncertainty, But at the end of the night, the group has each other's back. Today, the legacy of punks remains relevant as conversations around diversity and inclusion in media continues. The film serves as both a time capsule and a testament to the enduring importance of authentic storytelling. For many viewers, it remains a source of empowerment and representation, affirming that Black gay lives are worthy of love, joy, and cinematic celebration. In reflecting on punks, it is clear that Patrik-Ian Polk's contribution to queer cinema has left a legacy, one that continues to inspire a new generation of filmmakers and audiences alike. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the film as much as I did. Don't let it fall into obscurity. I highly recommend giving it a watch yourself. I look forward to watching your movie reviews as well. Take care. Bye.